Hey everyone, I'm super excited to share my time-tested cake recipe made without refined sugar, jaggery, all-purpose flour, butter or oil. It's a fresh chocolatey, orangey, volunteer delight made with banana, dates and whole wheat flour. And I will also show you how to make an easy homemade chocolate ganache. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright then, let's start by prepping the sweetheart of our banana tea chocolate cake with mescal dates. Take about 12 soft mescal dates, beat them and place them in a pan. Mescal dates are rich, caramel-like and perfect for natural sweetness. Now pour in 2 cups of milk. This helps soften the dates and makes them easier to blend into a smooth creamy paste. Do not cover and let this boil for about 10 to 15 minutes. The dates will soak up the milk and become extra luscious. Once soaked, we will blend this into a rich puree, perfect for our cake batter. Alright, so while our dates are soaking and getting all soft and creamy, let's move on to another key ingredient, almond. Almonds help bind the batter while keeping it tender and flavorful. Take about 18 to 20 almonds, raw and unroasted, and grind them into fine powder. This fresh almond flavor adds rich nutty texture and natural moisture to the cake. So, it's the star of our eggless banana cake. Now let's get our cake tin ready for baking. Start with a sheet of parchment paper and fold it into square. Place the tip in the center of your cake tin, trim the edge to match the curve and unfold. Boom! A perfect circle, easy and accurate. This step is important. It keeps the cake from sticking and gives you a clean release every single time. Yes, today I am baking in my glass Pyrex bowl instead of a traditional tin. It works as beautifully. Grease the inside with a little oil and then dust it with flour. This creates a non-stick surface for our cake to rise and release perfectly. Place in our round parchment paper and there you go. Our cake bowl is ready to go. Let's move on to the mixing of the batter. While we were prepping everything else, our soaked dates have cooled down beautifully. Time to churn this into a smooth paste and we are adding 1 dried banana to the mix. Banana is the keeper for your eggless cake recipes. Banana gives natural sweetness, adds in moisture and acts as a perfect egg substitute. Blend until you get a luscious, velvety mixture. Just look at the texture. This is going to make our cake incredibly soft and rich. Trust me you guys, this is the heart of our batter and it's coming together into the most beautiful naturally sweetened cake base. Our wet ingredients are ready, so let's move on to the dry ones. In a separate bowl, add 1 and 1/4 cup of whole wheat flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Make sure to sieve everything. This step is super important to avoid lumps and get a smooth batter. Now, add 1/3 cup of baking cocoa powder. I'm using the one from Costco. Super rich and perfect for baking, gives rich chocolatey flavor. And yes, sieve this too. Next, our star ingredient, almond powder. And remember, follow these measurements exactly. When it comes to baking cakes, precision makes all the difference. Oh my, it's smelling amazing right now already. It's time to mix our wet and dry ingredients. To our dry ingredients, add the mashed banana and sweet date cake base we prepared. Here's my little secret, maple syrup. It gives that earthy flavor that's a total game changer. Forget vanilla and try this. You will remember me for that. Now, to get the perfect consistency, I am going to add 1/4 cup of milk twice. So in total, I am going to add 1/2 cup of milk gradually. We want a slightly running batter. If the batter is runny, it makes a moist cake. But the batter should not be thick. And at last, to balance out all the sweetness, salt. And just like that, level it up with some chocolate chips and a handful of chopped walnuts for the perfect crunch. And a tiny splash more of maple syrup. That's the magic touch. Go with it, don't forget. And give it a gentle mix and we are ready to pour it into the pan. Using a Pyrex bowl here and it's super important to leave some space at the top. Cakes needs room to rise and we definitely don't want any messy overflows. I have split the batter into 2 balls, leaving a nice gap so they bake up light and fluffy. Looking great already, let's pop this into the microwave. Starting with 5 minutes first. Remember, every microwave is different, so your time may vary depending on the settings. I will let you know exactly how long mine took once it's done. While the cake is baking, let's prep the toppings. I'm making a simple homemade chocolate ganache using the double boiling method. Add 3/4 cup of chocolate chips to a bowl. I'm using the ones from Costco and pour in a little milk. In a saucepan, add a glass of water. Place the bowl on top and let it gently simmer until smooth. And just like that, our chocolate ganache is ready. For toppings, go with whatever you love. I'm chopping up a handful of walnuts for that extra crunch. Oh my, look at that beauty. Our cake is ready. Before demouling, make sure to run a knife around the edge to loosen it up. It took me fairly 10 minutes in the microwave to bake this beauty. But remember, your time may vary. Now, this part's important. Let the cake cool down completely before slicing. It takes about 45 minutes or so. Also, I'm showing you a side-by-side before cooling and after so you can see the difference by yourselves. A pro tip, let it cool on a netted wire rack to keep the bottom from getting soggy. And do not run the knife while it's hot or else you will ruin the cake. Now usually sugar syrups are ready to keep the cakes moist, but I'm switching things up. I'm using fresh clementine juice instead. I squeezed the juice from 2 clementines and poked few holes in the cake so the juice can soak right in. It makes the cakes super juicy, fresh, orangey, chocolatey, walnutty all in one bite. Next, pour over the rich chocolate ganache we made earlier. Oh yes! Top it up with some crumbly walnuts for crunch and a few raspberries for that final pop of color and freshness. And there you have it, a super healthy, delicious cake made in my style. This recipe is truly unique and the best part, it gives 100% accurate results every single time you will make it. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more easy and tasty recipes. Please stay blessed, stay connected, and as always, God bless and bye for now.